Welcome to episode number 12 of Sports Podcast with Ricky and Ian. Today we have a special guest. It's Nathan Willett.
Nice to be on, guys. Nice to be on finally.
Finally. You waited 11 episodes for this.
Yep.
Yeah, and I guess it's time to officially say this is the season 1 finale. But it's not going to be the last episode of season 1, Ricky. Is it time to unveil the special?
Are we gonna?
I think we
We're
should.
gonna say what's happening?
I think
Okay.
we should.
So, you want me to say it or you can?
You say it, Ricky.
Okay, so we're gonna have every guest that we've had on so far that consists of Mitchell, Grant, Dakota, Gabe, Nate. Am I missing anybody?
Did you say Mike?
Are we counting him? Because he wasn't
Yeah.
a regular episode.
No.
Okay, and Mike. So 6. All 6 guests. They're all going to come back on in a Zoom session kind of thing we're going to do. And we're going to have a big trivia game. And the winner is
That's
the
gonna
winner
wow.
of season 1.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Season 1 of a sports podcast.
We don't really have a
So-
plan for it yet, though. But
We don't, but we'll come up with one.
yeah,
We
have
always
about a
do.
week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for this episode, though. We got some great stuff, I think, to talk about here. A little sneak peek.
Yes,
You
we
see
do.
Ricky's shirt.
Oh boy.
Buck Farms.
Yeah.
Anyone listening can't see it, but I'm wearing a Buck Farms shirt. So
All right. Should we hop into the NFL draft?
yeah, let's just do it. Nate can't really participate, but that's fine.
Yeah. Only thing I really know about sports is what I've heard on the podcast.
Okay.
That's my only
That's good. At
knowledge.
least we're educating you. So
So the big surprise of the draft, Mac Jones went number 1.
are you?
No,
No, he
everyone
went
saw
number
Trevor
15.
Lawrence coming at
You went number
1.
15. You know, the big surprise I think was Trey Lance at number 3. I don't know why they did that, but it just I don't understand how you can pick a quarterback from such a small school like that and say, yeah, he's better than Mac Jones and Justin Fields. I don't get it.
I think he went to the same college as Carson Wentz.
Yeah, South Dakota State,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I don't know. Wait, was it Carson Wentz that went there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, who knows what those? I don't know what scouts see. I'm not an expert, but
No?
it just surprised me,
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm very happy with the Patriots pick, of course, Mac Jones
Yeah.
at 15.
you want to talk about that a little bit, Ricky? I feel like you do.
I don't have much to say about it
No?
other than I'm very happy. Alabama player, my team's Alabama, call it for college football, and surprised he slipped that low, but very very happy that Patriots took him, and it didn't seem like they had much to think about either. They took him pretty quick.
No.
I think that's the guy they wanted.
Yeah, and they got him. I think, but we can both agree he's definitely not the most talented quarterback in the draft, but he's the quarterback that fits in with the Patriots the best.
He's not the most talented, but I think he's the biggest winner out of all of them.
Yeah, he's a winner.
If you think about it, he had some great weapons around him this past season, but he's a winner. He's a winner, and that's who the Patriots like to have on their team are winners. So
Right, because they're a winning organization. They're a winning team.
they are.
But what's his name? Isn't it Kyle Pitts? Was the highest drafted tight end of all time now, right? At number
Really, of
4?
all time? I didn't know that.
I think it might have been.
Huh.
I think it might have been.
And he was the first non-quarterback, too, in the draft at number 4.
Yeah, and
But,
it's a tight end.
Yeah, no.
Tight end. Anything else about the draft, Ricky? I mean, it was.
Devontae Smith going as the third wide receiver to go was a crime.
Oh yeah, and that
He's the Heisman winner, but he went as the third wide receiver,
to the Eagles, right?
which is ridiculous. Yes, to the Eagles. He's reuniting with Jalen Hurts, it looks like.
Yeah, and but the Eagles always seem to miss on wide receivers, so hopefully this one's not a miss.
That's kind of true, yeah. I don't think it will be. This guy's pretty good.
Or maybe this is the time they actually got it right, and they actually got themselves a wide receiver.
I honestly have nothing against the Eagles,
No,
so go ahead. I hope they do well.
yeah,
I hope Devontae Smith does well.
me too. Good wide receiver.
Great wide receiver.
Great. Not yet. Not yet. He's got some work to do to get great.
Best wide receiver in college in recent memory, in my opinion. But
Okay, yeah, we can go with that then. We can go with that.
and we do have to, if we're talking NFL, we do have to mention Tim Tebow
Oh yes.
working out with the Jaguars. That could happen. I hope that happens. I
But
really do.
hold on, Ricky. They just drafted a
What?
quarterback. They don't need another quarterback.
Yeah, you can't spell Tebow without TE, tight end.
His return.
All right. He's coming back. I'm telling you, he's coming back. I have a poster. It's actually a flag. You can see the corner of it
Yeah.
right there on my webcam of Tim Tebow. So I'm kind of a big fan of his, and just to read that was pretty cool. To read that he
Yeah,
could
it
come
is
back and join his old college coach Urban Meyer in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Unfortunately, baseball didn't work out for him, so time to go back.
Yeah, he gave that about 5 years in the minors and
Yeah.
didn't have a great average. So
No, it's time to move on.
would love to see him back in the NFL though.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
And then Aaron Rodgers wanting out of Green Bay. It was really a crazy day yesterday in the NFL.
It was. Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers wanting out of Green Bay. Good for them. Whatever. I don't care.
They didn't trade him last night.
I don't think they'll trade him for a while.
He said didn't he say he's not going to play though?
He did, but the owner said they have no intention of trading him.
So the owners are being
which is stupid. Yeah, they might end up releasing him like right before the season, and someone will get lucky and get him.
Yeah,
I don't know. Kind of weird, but whatever.
That's football.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers has always been a jerk to his franchise, and this just doesn't surprise me a bit.
Ricky, not a huge
honestly.
Aaron Rodgers fan.
I don't like him. He's rubbed me the wrong way, and he's always just been complaining about the people. Like he got Mike McCarthy fired after one bad season.
Oh, really?
2018 they went 6-10, and Rodgers was hurt for most of it, and then the next year, boom, Mike McCarthy's gone, and it was reported that it was Aaron Rodgers who wanted him get out. I mean, it's the ego era, and Aaron Rodgers is epitomizing that right now. I think not a great team player in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Then I can see that. I can see.
I just don't like him. I just don't like Aaron Rodgers. Just gonna say it.
He's the reigning MVP though, so someone could get lucky and pick him up and add him to their team.
Oh yeah, he'd be a great asset to anybody.
Yeah.
The Broncos is a big landing spot. They're saying.
Yeah.
He could instantly make the Broncos make them a playoff team.
Oh yeah, because they got a good defense still, right? And their wide receivers are pretty good.
Yep, they could instantly be a playoff team with a good quarterback.
And they got Font. He's a great.
They got who?
Not yet, not great yet, but he's very good.
I didn't see who they drafted. No.
Oh, Font. That was like last year. He was a rookie last year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that wraps up the NFL segment.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to go too deep into the NFL because we got a lot in store, I think, for later on. And
we do.
Starting now, unfortunately, we didn't mention NASCAR last week, so we're gonna make up for it this week. We have Nate here to tell us about NASCAR, and I think the only thing we really know about NASCAR on this podcast is there's a few different flags. Someone usually finishes before everyone else. There's an occasional crash with sometimes fire, and if you're lucky, you might see a fight. And also, there is milk. So
sometimes there's milk and there's bricks kissing bricks involved too.
Yes.
You know, Nate, just give us the crash course. Who's the best racer in NASCAR right now?
No idea.
Okay.
To be fair, I'm not a fan. I do not keep up.
All right, so we got a great one on to explain NASCAR for us here today.
Left, straightaway, left, and straightaway. That's basically it.
Yeah. You know, they say there's 4 turns, but aren't there really only 2?
Technically, it's 4.
Because do you really straighten out the wheel on one of those turns in the end?
No, you do not. But they count it as a turn.
Okay.
Just to
yeah.
break down the field.
Right.
The track.
Turn 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Man.
You know, it's only interesting when they crash.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You know, yesterday was actually the 20th anniversary of Dale Earnhardt dying in a crash.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Speaking of crashes. So, Nate, have you ever been to an auto race?
I have actually
You have
down at Spud Speedway down in Limestone.
Yes.
in
Yep,
Limestone.
classic. Yep,
Yep.
They have races in
You
Limestone.
didn't know about
Yep.
this, Ricky?
yep.
No.
One of my favorite memories. My dad took me down with Riley Roderick. 'Cause Riley, big car guy.
Oh yeah.
We were down there sitting in the stands. Car coming around. Where the finish line is like right in front of us. Whips around the corner, coming to the finish line, loses control, smashes into the guardrail right in front of us. Metal goes flying everywhere.
Wow.
Pretty sure Riley got hit with something. Oh yeah, right in front of us. It was wild.
Wow, that's cool.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, my dad
from there,
forced me into that.
Yo, Nate, didn't you say your dad used to race cars in high school?
He did actually. He was number 32, I think, or 38, I think. Yeah.
He had the 38 car. to
Yeah,
Willett.
he's got the hood of his car still at his house.
Really, that's cool.
Yep.
So
Yep.
like he would compete in races. He had a stock car or whatever they call those things.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. And growing up, he would always put it. They have pools like you have in like March Madness or whatever, where you
For
basically betting.
NASCAR? Really?
Wait.
Okay.
So he was in a
Wow, we got something
he was
going
in a
on.
pool.
Really?
He would always add us to the pools, put our names down. You like pick who's gonna be the winner or like what the order is gonna be for the whole
Okay.
race.
Yeah.
And so he would put us down and just randomly select. And we were supposed to get the money afterwards, but he would keep it for himself.
Jeez. Did you ever get it? Did you ever pick the winner right?
Oh yeah, all the time. It was always
Oh, really?
me and my sister were the lucky ones. He would always lose.
So, who do you remember any names of winners that you picked correctly? I don't know. I'm putting you on the spot here, but
I don't know. There's lots of races, lots of drivers. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
what is the biggest race in NASCAR?
The Daytona 500.
Oh, yeah.
That's the biggest one?
Yep.
Okay, how far below that is the Indy 500?
Not far below.
Okay. And then is there any other big ones, like big ones? Or
Talladega. Talladega
Yeah,
is pretty big.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Nate. Thank you for this. You've already answered some questions here.
Based on the now that we're on the racing topic,
Of course.
you guys should check out F1 racing.
F1.
That's actually extremely interesting. Yeah, there's a Netflix series. There's a Netflix
more
series
dangerous, isn't
called Drive to Survive, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. They're like 200, like upper 200 mile per hour, and they're back and forth. It's not just one circle. It's actually pretty interesting.
It's like an actual course, right? Like you got.
Yeah, and then there's like rally racing, which rally racing is crazy. They do it like in the streets.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those drivers are extremely talented.
They do that in like Europe, right?
Yeah. And with F1, it's crazy, like the statistics and everything that goes on behind the scenes. It's crazy.
I mean, I've seen Cars too as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I'm basically an expert, so
Oh wow. Okay. That's what it is.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, speaking of that, Ricky, though, I don't know if you've seen the clip of the dude with like the gun, and everyone was laughing at him, and then he rolls out and he just gets Lightning McQueen back out there in like less than 2 seconds, I think.
Oh, Guido, yeah.
Oh yeah. Good old
Boom, he's
pick
gone.
move.
Yeah.
Guido, that's my favorite scene from the movie. One of my favorite scenes from the movie. Cars, honestly. What are you gonna
That's how it sounds too. That's how it sounds. Yeah, an average pit stop for F1 is 2 seconds.
Oh.
Are you serious?
2 seconds. They go
Like
in,
2 seconds from what? The time
go
they
in, pop
stop.
them up. All the tires are off.
That's
2
pretty
So
seconds.
from the time they stop to the time they get going, it's 2 seconds. So that scene in Cars is not even an exaggeration.
Well,
Like,
Cars is based
I know
on
some-
NASCAR. Not
NASCAR, but how long's the average NASCAR? Why is a NASCAR pit stop longer?
because they have limited amounts of people that can be on the track at one time. So in
Oh,
NASCAR,
so-
they jack up one side of the car first, take off
Okay.
2 sets of tires, go around, jack up the other side.
So in
With F1, the cars are light enough where one jack goes up.
Okay, they just get on. Wow, this
You
is
need to check it
interesting
out sometime.
stuff.
Really
This is
interesting.
interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up. NASCAR race that drinks milk at the end, and that is the Indy 500.
It's the Indy 500.
The Indy 500,
Isn't
and
that
then the
coming
race.
soon?
I don't know. Isn't that in like February or is that the Daytona?
Can't remember. I feel
I
like
don't
there's one race that was coming up pretty soon. Let me ask real quick.
There's the Brickyard
When's the
400.
Indy
That's the
500?
one. That's the one they kiss bricks at the end. Is the Brickyard 400?
The good old reliable Siri.
The Indy 500 is May 30th.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
we need to watch that. No.
Coming right up.
Or maybe we can
How
watch like
long-
the last 5 minutes.
Nate, how long do NASCAR races last,
A long time.
start to end?
Well, the Indy
Like
500
hours?
is
It
500
it
laps,
depends.
right?
Depends on how many crashes, how many flags.
So like 5 hours? Would that be a common occurrence?
Probably with like the Daytona 500. I mean, I've never actually
Really?
watched it.
And don't they start at different times too? They obviously don't start at like there's time trials and then whoever gets the best time in the time trials gets to leave first and then they leave in intervals.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they have like a pace car
They,
that
they don't.
yeah.
They don't leave in intervals. They all start lined up like 2 by 2.
Okay.
And then the pace car will set the pace around. The pace
Mhm.
car will pull off into the pits. They'll do their final lap, and then right when they hit the line,
It's-
they blow the flag, and everybody's just
Boogity boogity boogity,
Oh,
let's go racing. Oh my goodness. Hey, I've actually learned something from NASCAR. Thank you, Nate.
We're gonna have to definitely watch the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of the Indy 500.
Yes, I would
Based-
definitely be down to do that.
based on this
100%.
right now, it's getting me excited for the first and last 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so shall we move on to the biggest segment of this podcast, the thing all three of us have in common?
I don't know. You think it's time, Ricky?
I think it's time.
Okay. Well,
All right,
Little League.
Buck Farms,
Yes.
boy.
Mapleton Little League, 2014 was the year
Yep.
that all three of us were on a team. I was the only one that was from Buck Farms. You two were on Buck Construction, but since Buck Construction only had like 3 returners, we merged into Buck Farms, and Tennies became Buck Construction.
Yep.
So to eliminate any
Yep.
confusion there, because it will bring up Buck Construction later. So I have the book in front of me.
It's beautiful.
Does anyone want to guess what our overall regular season record was? Not counting Mapleton
Well,
days.
how
Are we
many?
talking about that first year, or
Yeah.
The year
first
that
year
three of
that
us
me and
were
Ricky were
the
there.
only year that
we played
three of
2,
us
didn't
were-
we?
No.
No,
Oh
just
no,
one.
I played 2. You guys played 1.
Yeah, right.
Can I ask how many games was there in the regular season?
There were 10 games in the regular season.
Really? That's it?
I believe so. Let me count them up here. 1, 2, 3. This is Mapleton days, or is this? Yeah, that's Mapleton days. Mapleton days. Mapleton days. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have. Wait. 9.
Short season.
Yeah, 10. 10 games. 10 games. It's 10 games in the regular season, not counting Mapleton days, which didn't go towards final standings.
Okay.
I'm gonna say there's no way we did better than 3-10 or 3-7.
Are you kidding me? You don't remember, Nate?
It was bad.
No.
No, that was
No,
maybe your
there's
last
no-
year.
I think you're thinking of the year when it was just you, Nate.
Yeah.
Probably that was
Because
that was
when the three of
traumatizing.
us,
I think
even though we were
Can I-
on paper the worst team in the league besides Ashland, we did really well. Go ahead, Ian.
Did we really? I don't remember that.
8-2.
That is correct. 8-2. We only
Wow.
lost 2 games,
Stellar.
both to Buck Construction later on, but we also beat Buck Construction twice. And those games were the really good ones, the ones that we beat them. We went 8-2, got the 1 seed, that we got to play Ashland in the semis, in the semis, and we beat Ashland. Mercy rolled them.
That's easy.
But yeah, I don't know. I'll just get into it here. Look at the first game, opening day, June 17th, 2014. We won. We beat Buck Construction 3-1. I pitched a complete game.
Wow.
I had 17 strikeouts.
Wow.
Hold on a second. That
And
was a pitcher's duel, man.
yeah, it was.
Good
Colby and
luck,
Chance pitched for them. Colby pitched 3 innings, Chance 2. They had 14 Ks together, and we had 17.
I think I struck out
Um,
a couple times.
Let's see how many guys put it in play here. 1, 2,
Probably just has 3.
3 guys put it in play, and there was 2 drop third. No, 4 guys put it in play, and then there was 3 drop third strikes. Thank you, Nate, for the drop third strikes. They count as strikeouts, but they get base runners. Yeah, so we beat them 3-1. Alex White scored 2 runs in this game.
That was the bad bum days.
Alex, really?
Yeah, it was right before that. Nate.
Alex White, our MVP.
That started flaring up, Nate, your thumb injury towards the end,
Yeah.
as it did in the championship. Next game, we beat Doyens 5-3. I also pitched that game. The next game, we played Buck Construction. This was the game that Ian started.
Oh, I think I remember this one. Hold on a second.
I remember this.
Was I carrying a shutout into the last inning?
You were pitching a one. I think you had given up 1 run going into the last inning.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, I know it was a good
Yeah,
game.
you gave up 1 in the first, and then didn't give any up until the 6th, and we were up 9-1.
Yeah,
going
and it
into
came
the
like
sixth.
almost all the way back.
We won the game 9-8. The last out was made, I believe, by Mitchell on a ground ball. I was playing first, and it took me I went all the way to second base to where the second baseman plays to backhand it, and I thought I was gonna have to beat Mitchell in a foot race, but Ian was there, and so we got him just in time. We won that game, or else they would have tied it. I remember in the bottom of the 5th, or maybe it was the top of the 6th, when we were up. My dad the coach said to stop running on passed balls because we were only up 8, but he started feeling bad because we were winning. I was like,
the class of our
Buck
team.
Construction, don't feel bad for them, okay? And Nate didn't listen to him or didn't hear it and went on a pass ball, and that put us up 9-1. And if he hadn't have done that, if Nate hadn't have not listened or not heard, we wouldn't have won that game. So
Let's go, Nate.
that's why you run up the score until you're up about 20
I bet
against that team, especially.
I bet what happened was Nate heard him, but he also said, "I need to get my catcher's gear on, so I'm just gonna."
Yo, that's it.
That might be
That's
true.
it right there. That's the worst feeling. Got Frank behind the plate, just like, come on, Nate,
Yeah.
get it off.
Oh, Frank, what a guy.
Yes. All right. Shall we go to the next big highlight? Second day of Mapleton Days tournament. We had lost 19-6 in the first game when we pitched Tyson and
Oh, yeah.
I think we pitched Tyson and Nate in the first game,
What?
just because
Yeah,
we
that was a
we
mistake.
were saving me and Ian.
You said
Um,
second day of Mapleton Days, which
second
is also
game.
the first day of.
No, second game. We
Oh.
played the first game. We lost 19-6. Second game, we were playing Doyens.
Yeah, and that's a good game right there.
That is a great game. 4-4 going into the 6th inning. Wait, was it the 6th inning? Yes, it was. First 3 guys get on. Nate led off that inning. He walked. I got on a fielder's choice. Wait, so Nate got out. Oh, right.
Shocker.
So, yeah, Nate got out. No, it was fielder's choice. They went to forgot the force at second. Am I reading that correctly? No, it can't be fielder's choice. My dad kept a bad book.
Was it your dad or
Anyway.
was it my sister? I remember my sister kept a book one year.
No, she didn't that year.
That's when
She
the
didn't that
after.
year. No, yeah, it must have been. Yeah, this is because that's the only reason I have the book. Is because it was my dad.
Oh, yeah.
And so yeah, me and Nate got on. Nate led off with a walk. I'm in the 3 spot because Alex struck out the last inning. Surprise, surprise. And I got on, and then Ian, can you take over here?
Was it? The bases weren't loaded, were they?
No.
Okay, yeah, there was runners on.
Just
There was
first
runners
and
on
second,
third
me and
and
Nate.
second. Was there?
I was on first. I know
Do you
I
have
was on
the-
first.
Do you have the count, Ricky? Do you have the count? Is it 2-1?
No, he didn't keep
No,
track of counts.
No counts. So I don't know the count. So I can't take you through it fully, I guess. But Zach's on the mound, lefty. We're having somewhat of a pitcher's duel, I guess. 4-4 in Little League. That's pretty close. And
That's a good game.
helped myself out a little bit to win it, I guess you could say. The pitch came, and I took him straight away center field. I did threw the arms up. I do remember that. I do remember that.
It was no doubter. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I knew it was gone. I had a good feeling that it was gone.
Yeah. It was
Out into the
hit pretty
cornfield
hard.
out there.
It was hit pretty
Way
hard.
out into the
And I remember Zach, as I was in between second and third, Zach came over, gave me a high five.
Of course he did.
He's
Such a
great
nice guy, Zach.
Yeah. And then I remember after, well, it shows you how good our team was. The only people who really knew that the game was over was us three, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And so they're like, what's
He was
going
on deck.
on?
Tyson was on deck. Tyson was probably standing in the batter's
Yeah.
box waiting. Nice hit. No, I get to hit.
And I remember,
No.
I guess like after the game, Craig was like, I knew we should have walked him or something like that, but he's not gonna walk someone in Little League, I guess.
No,
So,
well, if he'd have walked him, that would have put him bases loaded, no outs, and that would have forced. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Tyson, but Tyson's kind of he could have drawn a walk or put it in play at least.
yeah,
Yeah, he was actually a good contact hitter.
Yeah, he wasn't Tyson
If I
batting
remember
in the
correctly.
5-hole. He wasn't bad. Like
no.
he could put it in play.
He's probably bottom of the lineup though, and then we got like Jack Buck and
We had Jack was our bat boy that
Yeah,
year.
he was too young that year.
Here's our lineup.
his sister was playing there, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's our lineup. We had Tyson here. I'll just start at the top. Alex White, Nate batting second. Alex White at second base. Nate batting second, catching. Myself batting third, playing first base. Ian batting cleanup, pitching. Tyson batting fifth at shortstop. This is before we converted him to
Yeah.
first base,
Yep.
which was the move that saved the season. Austin pick two, batting sixth in center. I think this is Tyler Farnham batting seventh and left. Mason Langell batting eighth, playing third, and Riley. I think this is Riley Robbins batting ninth, playing right field. And then we had an extra hitter, or no, we just had four outfielders. Roslyn batting 10th, playing right center.
Yep.
So that was the team. That was the team that got us all the way.
I know you guys don't remember, but the year after, I don't know if you watched any games, but the year
I
after,
couldn't bring myself to go out there.
No.
Jack Buck out in right field. I don't know who you're going against. I don't know who hit it. Someone hits a deep fly ball to him. He's backing up, lines up with it, gets his glove up in the air. You know the stiff arm glove that you can just picture it.
I know it's coming.
The ball comes down, hits him right in the nose.
Oh,
He runs to the dugout, quits.
Really?
Quits right there.
just quits.
It's over. Done with
I'm
baseball.
done.
Did he ever play baseball again?
Yeah, he did.
He played. Yeah, but for that game, he done. No,
Yeah.
no, he was crying the whole time. No, not playing that. He said.
Man,
Can we blame
that's
him,
kind of
honestly?
funny.
Can we
Feel bad
blame
for
him
him.
playing?
Yeah, and then we had me pitching like Alex White behind the plate.
Oh, no.
Chase Durant caught a little bit too, I think, that year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Until I hurt his thumb.
Wasn't Clay Gregg on our team?
Yes, he was. He just
Yeah.
wasn't here on that day. He kind of showed up sporadically.
Yeah.
I Ian, I do remember on your home run.
Yeah.
After I touched the plate, I turned around and I tried to get you to throw your helmet, but you wouldn't do it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, because you might have been called out
Yeah,
or something.
but the game was over either way.
Right, we would have won 6-4 instead of 7-4.
Honestly, Frank was nothing. He wouldn't have cared. I don't think.
No.
I also.
It would have been the Spencers or
Yeah.
the other assistant, the Neto guy from Buck Construction. That would have been like, hey,
That's
he threw his helmet. He's
That's
out.
an out. Yeah.
He's out. They lose.
Yeah. That's, no sportsmanship. This.
Oh my goodness.
And of the home run, I didn't show it. I forgot to show it earlier, but here's the home run ball, walk-off home run ball.
There it
I'm not
is.
sure if it's the exact one because there was still a game after that. So, but it's just a ball. From
Oh, you
that
didn't
day.
get. I'm sure they went and got the ball
You think
for
so?
you. Yeah, I think
So? Well,
I
it's
remember-
right here. Here it is.
there it is.
Yes.
I remember going to right after that game because we had to play 3 games in a row. It was so
I
unfair.
remember where this.
It was
is going.
so ridiculous. We had to play 3 games in a row,
Yeah, we had 2 pitchers.
and
Yeah.
exactly. That's why we use you and Tyson in game 1.
Yep.
But we had to play 3 games in a row, and to cool off for like the 5 minutes in between games. My mom brought the van around and started it, and we all chilled in the van, like 7 of us in the van with the AC on full blast because we were going to have heat stroke. and poor Alex White did have heat stroke.
Yes.
And we ended up having to take a sneak and automatic out because Alex White had a heat stroke. It was so unfair.
Yeah.
Remember, I think he like took his shirt off in the van or something like that, and everyone's like,
He took his
"Alex,
shirt off
put
in
your
the
shirt
dugout.
back on."
It was in the dugout.
No,
I think
in the.
I remember him doing it in the dugout
I
too.
feel like it was in the van too, because I remember we were like in the van and we're like, "Alex, put your shirt back on" or something like that. He's like, "No, I'm hot," and then we're like, "Well, if you don't put it on, Ian's not gonna hit a home run again," and then he just throws the shirt on right away.
I remember
Something
the
like
game, the championship that day against Buck Construction. We actually only lost it 12-9. Alex actually had a hit. He got on twice in that game before he had heat stroke. But he's sitting in the dugout, and I remember his mom came over and took his shirt off and like poured water all over him. Was like, "Get him to the hospital." Like we're not gonna win either way, but just get him to, like, he's gonna die over here.
Jeez.
Do you guys remember the game when who was it in the outfield? It was I think Gunnar Carter was on our team.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
catches a fly ball, like a deep fly ball, and I'm playing shortstop. I think Ian was pitching, and I go out to get it because that's what you do. You run 10 feet from them because that's the only way they're going to get it to you.
It was against Buck Construction, I think.
Yes, it was. Yeah, you remember then. He catches it, and then he was 1 out in the 0 or 1 out in the inning, and he's so surprised that he catches it. He goes and friggin' chest bumps Clay, I think.
Yeah.
Just full on chest, and I'm like, "Give me the ball! Give me the ball!" Like, I'm screaming my head off, and everyone's screaming at them to throw the ball in. And they finally get it to me. They had so much time that Colby, who was on second, didn't tag up because outfielders never catch balls, and it's like ran and rounded third, and then saw that it was caught, tagged third, went all the way back to second, and then ran all the way back to home. That's how much time. He ran like 4 bases by the time I could get it in. That's a funny memory.
I can't
from that year.
remember who hit it. Do you remember who hit it?
I don't know. I could go find a Buck
Might have been
Construction game.
Mitchell. Might have been Mitchell.
Let's see what we got here.
It was like he caught that right at the fence, though. Like it was pretty close to going over.
Find a game that Gunnar was playing in. I don't think we won that game.
It was
There's
probably a
Gunnar,
blowout.
Gunnar in
so
left center. That sounds right.
I thought it was the game he was in right center.
It might have been right center, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's see. I'm just looking for an F8. Oh no, this is against Joyans. Wouldn't be it. I'm just looking for an F8 because that's probably the only F8 in the whole book all season.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because outfielders don't make
Unless
plays.
you made your way there somehow, Ricky.
Well, then it would be F3 or whatever position
yeah,
I was playing.
true. True.
Yeah.
Um,
Ricky always running out for the cutoffs. Especially there was a week I think Ian went on vacation, so it's just me and you, Rick.
yeah, I remember that. That's
Yeah.
the game we got our butts
And
kicked.
you were pitching, and then
That's
every time it hit the outfield, you'd run to the outfield to go get it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hey, if I was there, maybe we would have won that game. We would have gone 9-1.
Probably.
I don't know. Buck Construction kind of figured us out towards the end of the year.
It was against Buck
Let's see.
Construction. Yeah, it was. That's the only team we lost to.
So yeah, Ian, were you there when this Gunnar thing
I
happened?
was. Yeah, I was pitching.
Okay, because this is the game you weren't there, and it was just me and Nate in this one. Yeah, we lost that one 14-3. That was our first loss. We started 5-0.
Somehow.
Maybe was it in the championship?
There's no way.
No, I wasn't. I would have remembered that.
No, it was a nice day. The championship was not.
It might have been the day we beat them 9-8 at that day that we were running up the score on them.
Yeah, and it might have been in the last inning too, unless it was the first inning.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then your dad would throw in the subs into the outfield.
Oh
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Gunnar was not a regular outfielder.
But he made the catch.
He made the only outfielder make a catch all year. I can't for the life of me find it to see who hit it.
Well, it's all right.
Well, let me try the first game of the season. Maybe I was pitching. No, it couldn't have been that. No one hit the ball that day.
I remember.
You were pitching. Yeah, that makes more sense. Gunnar,
Did
is he?
you check the one that? Yeah, you did. Well, it's all right. We can just move on to the next game. Or whatever you had next.
I didn't really have anything prepared, per se. You did mention that the championship wasn't a nice day. You remember that?
Yeah, I did see some lightning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Really? I remember just the gloominess of it all.
It was actually
Because
it was a nice day earlier, and it got
okay.
and then the weather came in.
I knew we didn't have a chance at winning that game, but
Yeah, no.
because right off the bat, I'll just go right to the championship. We might as well talk about it.
We really had no business even being there. if we're being
No,
honest.
it should have been Doyens, but we were able to. We didn't lose the Doyens once. We were able to just beat
Somehow.
Doyens some way
Somehow.
over and over. This was when Nate hurt himself in the first inning.
Yeah.
I think you started. Yeah, Ian, you started. We were going to go the 3-3. We did. I think we did the 3-3 in the game against Pearlies. The 3 innings. Me and Nate pitched 3-3 in the Pearlies game.
Oh.
The semis.
Yeah.
Was
You
that
had
like towards the beginning of the season?
That game.
Well,
Nate?
that's in the playoffs.
Yeah, that was the first round of
Yeah.
play. That was the game, Nate, that you put me on your back. Remember that? On your shoulders.
Oh
Your dad
yeah,
took care of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was my first ever playoff win in the league. That league.
yeah. We were so hyped.
I had 7 Ks and you had 8 in that game, Nate. You pitched innings 4 through 6. Interesting. I didn't give up a hit. It was a combined 1 hitter.
Wow.
But yeah, the next game Ian started because we had Ian for 6 innings, and we were going to try to ride Ian as long as we could. But
Didn't really
Nate hurt his thumb.
Yeah.
And I had to come in from shortstop. I was like, here we go. I had to catch. And
Just a little
That was-
history. That all started with Jonah. My first year playing. It was like tryouts or skills assessment or whatever.
really.
And they had me catching against Jonah. And at that point I didn't have like my own catcher's glove. So I was using like the Mapleton,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the crappy thin whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how it all started.
Huh.
Low fastball. Right into the thumb.
No.
That must have hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a nagging injury from there on out.
Yep.
And it
all the way
had to-
until 8th grade.
Yeah, I remember that kept happening. Yeah, you had to miss games in 8th grade. That was bad.
Oh no. Yeah, that's not good. What do we have for the score of the championship game, Ricky?
I had 10-3. 10-3.
It was
Yeah, they scored Ian on you. They scored. We shut him out in the first inning, 1-2-3. I was like, okay, you struck out the side. You didn't strike out the side, but
dang, that
then they scored 1 in the second, and we scored 1 in the second. We were the home team because we're the higher seed, so it's 1-1 going into the third. We're
like a
looking
good game.
okay.
Yeah.
We're looking okay, and then leading off the inning, Riley Roderick led off. Really. Riley, Colby, Chance, Mitchell all scored, and I think we made the pitching change midway through the third. I remember you were just frustrated because they just kept hitting you, and we didn't have a defense. So
Yeah.
and you gave the ball to my dad when he came out. He wasn't even going to take you out. I think he was just going to talk to you, and you just gave him the ball. And I was like, oh, it's my time to shine.
No, I think my arm might have been a little sore too, actually.
Yeah, that's probably it too, because you were probably throwing hard,
Yeah.
giving it your all.
Oh,
And
we could talk about
I
that
knew-
a little bit later.
I knew after they rallied like that, there was no way we can rally like that because we can't string together more than 2 or 3 runs an inning with our lineup.
No.
So we got down 5-1 there, and then they scored 3 more in the 5th, or 1 in the 4th, 3 more in the 5th. So we were down 10-1 at one point. We avoided a mercy rule. That was good. We scored twice. Austin Pictou and Clay Gregg scored in the 5th, bottom of the 5th.
Must have been pass balls.
Yeah. Single. Austin had a single.
Oh, who was pitching that game,
Yeah.
Chance?
Let's see. Yeah, it had to have been Chance. Oh, he didn't put positions. What the heck?
Oh, wow.
I'm assuming it was Chance. Yeah, I think it was Chance because I remember grinding out to Chance on my last at. Or no, I got a hit off Chance on my last at bat. I went 1 for 3. Ian, you had a double in this game.
Man.
You had a double and 2 singles. You went 3 for 3,
Oh.
and Nate
think I
went
know.
0 for 3.
No.
3 ground out to short and 2 Ks.
My roots.
But yeah, that was a sad day, but I was just happy to be there.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So, I know you mentioned I was trying to throw hard. I remember one game against Doyens. I was throwing hard
Yeah, I know where this is
and I
going. Yeah,
drilled Sam right in the dead in the back.
I'm gonna go find that game.
he
He
definitely
think I remember
he was
that.
crying.
cried and cried.
Listen,
The hit, it just thud.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just everybody in the crowd's like goes silent, and then he just starts crying.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate, I don't, because I mean I'm throwing the ball. So like, how hard was I throwing compared to everyone else in the league?
Harder than anyone.
Well,
really.
Think so?
Well, of course. I mean, I didn't really catch anybody else in the league,
Yeah, you caught me.
caught
in
me
that
but
in
game.
compared to Ricky, a lot harder.
Yeah.
Ricky was the finesse. I was the
I was the
I'm gonna
control
just
right down the
go-
middle
yeah,
every time.
Yeah, Ricky was accurate.
I'm gonna
I was
Dead
hit the
on
spot.
I'm gonna blow you away.
Never
is
won,
what I'm
never won in
saying.
the dirt.
Ian, and to be a good pitcher in Little League, you got to be a little wild,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And you were.
Yeah,
So
keep them on their toes.
Yeah,
you got more effective towards the end of the season when hitters were getting better. At the beginning of the season, no one could hit me because no one could hit. Period.
right.
And I was just right down the middle, strikeout, 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 strikeout. And as soon as the hitters got better, they started hitting me.
Right.
So you became our ace towards the end of that year,
Did you,
whereas I was at the beginning.
did you throw like an occasional changeup, Ricky?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
It
I also
never-
tried
it
a
never
slider.
broke.
I tried a slider, and I could get the spin. I remember striking out Riley on a slider once, and I think it was in the championship actually. I struck out Riley on a slider. It probably broke like minuscule amount, but he was fooled by it because it was off speed.
I did not come close to throwing anything other than a fastball all year. I know that
Really?
for a fact. Yeah, I wasn't worried about anything else because I knew I could get it by him most of the time.
I remember you always struggled with Logan, like the short kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, Ian, just take some off it. Just take some off it. And
Yeah,
he
and it was
couldn't-
always like, Ian, just throw it to me. It's just pretend he's tall. Just pretend he's tall. Or who was it? Doyen? Was it Doyen that had that really short girl? She was like just
Oh, yeah.
barely old enough to play in the
I
league.
think I remember that. Those
She was like 3 feet tall.
those are just automatic base runners against me.
Yeah, in my school, I basically had to like sit on the ground to get low enough to get in the zone.
They're
Pretty
not going to swing the
Frank-headed.
bat, so it's just on me getting it in that like
Yeah.
tiny strike.
I was like,
zone.
Ian, literally just lob it. Like if she hits it, it's just gonna come to me. Like it's not
Yeah.
going anywhere.
He's not going to swing either. A lot of these kids are too afraid to swing for crying
Yeah,
out loud.
they'd always step out. Like they'd be sitting in there, bat on the wrong shoulder.
Yeah.
Pitch comes in, they step out.
Yeah,
Put
it's
them
like
outside.
it's a
Still
15
step
mile
out.
per hour pitch right down the middle.
Have you guys seen Gavin Trombley hit?
No.
It may-
Recently, no.
No, it's still the same. It was still the same even when he was like 12. He was deathly afraid of it. And he got a little bit better, I guess, towards the end of the season. He would back out every single pitch.
Did
Like,
I see
every single pitch?
Did I see a video of Michelle posting him hit a home run?
No. No, you didn't.
Maybe that was someone else.
It was probably
Oh no, that was probably
Blake
Brian's brother.
King or Evan
Brian-
Ellis.
Yeah, Evan. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good hitter, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Do you have stats for the season, Ricky? Do you have our stats written down? Like our
I
full season
remember-
stats?
One day going through them and compiling them.
Yeah, you did it last summer.
I did.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
Because you were telling us our batting averages and stuff.
let's go to Microsoft Excel and see what I got here
Well,
in the old files.
yeah, we can just talk for a minute while you do that then.
I can talk while I look if you need me to.
So
Take a guess at Nate's batting average.
Nate's batting average, you had to hit at least 300,
You think so?
maybe 400.
I think I remember all three of us hit over 500.
Oh, okay, that's
Really?
Yeah.
that's good then.
At least I used to be a good hitter.
Also, let's talk. Now's a good time to talk about something. When we were playing, I don't think we ever used a bat more than like $50, and they were
Yeah,
all
that's
dead
true.
too. They were all dead. We were using
Yep.
old cheap bats. We were just getting.
I had a
dropped
DeMarini.
in.
I had my own DeMarini
Did you?
that year, which was like the nicest bat, but I'd had it for like 4 years,
So it
3 or
was-
4 years.
wasn't
So it
too
was getting
alive.
dead,
Yeah,
but everyone loved to use it because it was a nice bat and it had flashy colors.
yeah, and I mean, if we were using Makos, I probably would have hit 50 home runs that year. I think.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
No,
not
we
50.
really had it
Maybe
tough
not
with the
50.
bats.
Yeah, because I remember I feel like I hit the fence a couple times, at least.
Yeah,
I feel
for
like
sure.
there was one game against Ashland. I think I hit a straight line drive off the fence almost. Pretty close, unless I'm just making that up in my head. But I remember that for some reason. I don't know why. So I think it might have happened.
Sadly never hit a home run.
I found it, guys. I found it.
He found it. Yes.
I only have them for you two. I don't have mine.
Oh,
I must have been saving mine that I never went back. I also have a schedule with all the results. I clearly just went through this book and wrote down every. All right, so I'll say Nate went 14 for 31, so that's good for 452 batting average, 21 runs scored, 651 on base percentage, and an 806 slugging percentage. That's pretty good.
you actually did the slugging?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't get RBIs. You can't get RBIs
No,
from
that's-
Do you have
books
steals
unless
in there?
Oh, that
steals.
would've been a
No,
good
I don't
one.
have.
I feel like we all
steals.
had a lot because nobody could throw. Nobody could throw down.
I
That's
probably
true.
did. You two probably
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Ian, you went 21 for 35. That's good for 600.
Pretty good.
You had 20 runs scored, which is one less than Nate. So because Nate, well, you had a better on base percentage too, 761.
I was.
And your
Because I
slugging,
would run.
Your-
I would steal every
your,
time.
Yeah, and I
your
was.
slugging percentage was 1,000.
That's pretty good. 1,000's pretty
Yeah.
good. Wait, what
That's
was my
all I
on-base
have.
plus slugging then?
I didn't do OPS.
Well, you just got to add.
It would be 1,761.
Wow, that's cracked.
That is correct.
The listen, I
Go
think
ahead.
the reason Nate probably had one more runs scored than me is because I was usually our last guy before the outs came. I was
That
our
is
last
true.
hope to get the runs home.
True,
is
you
true.
were further down in the order. Yeah, you
More
were number four.
RBIs. More
Whereas
RBIs.
Nate was 2 and I was usually 3.
Yeah, I probably had
Yeah.
more RBIs.
That's a good point. Total runs scored for the regular season. We had 86 and we only gave up 54. And then the postseason we
Wait,
Yeah,
total we had 86 runs.
all season
Me and
in
Nate-
the
So
regular
me, and,
season.
me and Ian scored half the runs.
Yeah.
21 plus 20. Yeah, there you go. That gives you an idea.
Yeah.
That gives you a good idea.
And then you probably had another
Yeah, Ricky
another
probably had
20.
20.
So
I probably had another 20. at least.
75% of our runs came from us three.
Not a surprise. It really isn't. I bet you could if I went through everyone, which I wish I did this before the podcast to just prove how unfair it was. We probably had 90% of the hits between the three of us.
Probably. Yeah.
Yep. And the rest were probably walks.
Yeah. Any other time someone was on base, it was usually a walk or an error or maybe that lucky single. But yeah.
Oh man. Wow. I knew we carried the team, but then you look at the stats.
The stats say numbers don't
I
lie.
wonder what everyone else was hitting. Like, do you think there's anyone hitting over 100 other than us?
Probably not. Probably
Maybe
not.
maybe Tyson.
Yeah.
Tyson, maybe
Tyson would be our
Austin.
best hope.
Austin had a few hits here and there.
Anyone over 250?
No shot.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Unless it was just some like kid who had one at bat somehow got a hit.
That doesn't count. We'll go minimum of
20.
10 at bats.
10? Okay. Minimum of 10.
Yeah.
All right, that works.
Yeah, there's no way that yeah.
So I can't remember, Ricky. Did you get the pitching stats too or no?
No, I didn't get into those yet.
That'd be
And
cool.
I never stopped.
See
Yeah,
how
I
many
could.
strikeouts we have. So you said
Yeah.
you had 17 strikeouts in 6 innings, Ricky?
I did, yep.
That's one
That's
away.
correct.
Is that one away from a?
No, like I said, drop third strikes.
Oh yeah.
So-
Okay.
And let's see how many of those there were.
Yeah.
No, it's all right, Nate.
Hey, this is Little League, man.
There's one drop third.
Yeah, and see now
I only see one drop third.
it might be Ricky throwing it in the dirt and the batter being so
Right.
bad
Yeah,
they
it could
swing at
be-
it
It could
anyway.
be a terrible pitch that they were swinging at. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Because they would swing at everything or swing at nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
basically.
Yeah, they had some Josh kid. I think it's Josh Neto. He moved away. Had a double in that game. Riley had a single, and then some other kid, the number 10 hitter, the worst kid on the team, had a single. So they had 3 hits.
That's
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
correct.
not fair. Not fair. Yeah, I wonder how many. Maybe someday, Ricky, you can you're bored, you can look into that, get the pitching stats, and add your hitting stats so we can figure out what your average was.
Yep.
You might have had
Yep.
a higher average than me, Ricky.
I don't think I did. I think I did them a long time ago, like the summer of, and you had a better average than me. But that could be really inaccurate because I was probably bad at math then. But yeah, what season it was?
You mean you did it like during Little League or like
probably like after the season was over? Yeah. Probably grabbed the book.
Yeah, it was a great season.
Yep.
The big three, right here.
We were. Ian and I were co-MVPs. Nate the coach's award.
Yep.
I still got it. I think
I do.
I got it downstairs.
Is that?
I have it upstairs.
I think it might be in that up there on the shelf.
Oh, I see that.
Behind that book. I think it's back there.
I should have brought it down. I forgot. I remembered the ball. Forgot that.
Well, let's we played together. I think both freshman and my freshman and my sophomore year of JV, we all three of us played together as well.
Oh,
those are the only times.
And
good times.
And in Florida.
And in Florida.
Oh yeah.
And in Florida.
Yeah. Favorite.
Can I say something about Florida before?
Yeah.
We forgot to mention it with Mitchell, but Nate was there too. Do you guys remember the photo booth thing?
Oh my god. Yes.
What happened?
You don't remember that, Ricky?
Oh, when someone fell asleep in there?
No. 4 of us slide into the photo booth.
Wait,
right.
Am I there?
Yeah. You, Nate, and Mitchell.
Was this the first night when we finally find the arcade?
It was the first or second, I think. I have the picture, but it's at my mom's, so.
Go ahead. I think I have it.
So we had found the photo booth in the arcade, and we're like, let's go take some photos. We get in there. Mitchell, of course, you know Mitchell, doing some inappropriate gestures with his hands. So we're all like laughing along and whatever and just having fun. We step out of the photo booth, and there's Kurt and Kenny just standing there. There's a screen on the outside where you can see the people inside. So they're just standing there looking at us.
Hang on. Okay. Keep talking. I'm going to go try to find the picture. I think I know where it is. Keep talking.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Yeah. That was an experience.
Yeah. I remember.
My heart just sank. I was like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
Like, they definitely just saw that. They didn't say anything, though. They just, like, looked at us. You can tell they were, like, trying not to laugh, though, too, because they thought it was a little bit funny, but they can't. I mean, they can't.
Yeah.
They're not in the position to laugh at that, I guess. So they just, like, didn't say anything. I feel like it didn't happen, kind of.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm never playing on this team again.
Yeah. Turns out that was not the case.
Nope.
Well, Ricky?
Find it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I found it. I don't know if the webcam is going to be able to see it, but I think it's the one at the top there.
That one.
Yeah.
Is that the gesture you were referring to, Nate?
Yep.
I'm assuming that's not. That's only the one that was captured. I'm
yeah.
Was making
he was
longer than that.
Yeah, there are some gestures in between.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he's about in the third one. It looks like he's about to kiss someone.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Oh, that was me, I think.
Yeah, you guys are.
It must be you. Yeah, it must be.
We didn't actually, for the record.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's hilarious. There were so many moments like that on that trip, though, where the coaches were there. Remember when we were on the dinosaur ride?
Oh, the one where you shoot the dinosaurs.
Oh, yes.
Andrew was like, everybody, let's flip off every dinosaur.
Yeah. And then there was, the cameras in between, so they take pictures of you.
Yeah. And then, like, Bethany goes out and she's like, why isn't all our pictures showing or something like that?
Yeah, Andrew. She's like, I'll have to get a USB and download them. Yeah. And it's like, no.
No, you won't.
No.
Oh my goodness. So Nate, what is your favorite memory from Florida?
Favorite memory from Florida? Oh boy. It's between two, probably.
I think
actually Well, no, the
Well, just
Colby experience is up there.
just the all-around Colby experience, not the one instance. I know what the one instance
Yep,
is, but
yep. The one instance,
we shouldn't say that.
him rapping in our
Yep.
yep, the Walt Disney song.
Children
Yeah,
and Walt Disney.
all the night times, just we're all trying to sleep, and it's absolutely quiet, and then you just hear Mitchell start beatboxing in the in the bed next door. I've got some videos of that. Yeah, and there's
beds
Colby
were
just,
that
will you
far
shut up? One funny one was when we first got to the rooms. That first night, after our 2-hour long wait in the lobby there,
Yep.
got to our rooms, opened the door. We look at Patterson. We're like, yo, there's only one bed in there. There's no way 4 of us are sharing one bed. And I just remember Coach Kinney. He's like, nope, don't go in your rooms, guys. Don't go in your rooms. He's like, these have to be the wrong rooms.
Yeah, they thought they were the wrong stinking rooms.
Then they get the little Mexican guy to go in there, and who would have thought the shelf folds down into a bed?
Yeah.
Like, what?
The kitchen turns into a bed. Why did we go all the way to Walt Disney to stay in a hotel room where the beds are that far apart and one of them turns into a kitchen? It's like,
yeah, it was literally like a table built into the wall. Like, what?
Oh man.
Pop Century Resort, huh?
Good place though.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
and then attached to it.
And then another contester would be the good old snipey night.
Snipey hour
with Kurt just chilling there on the sidewalk, you know.
Because we played with that volleyball team. You were there. You guys were both there, right?
Yeah. Then me and Zach went racing, and yeah.
That's right.
Took a face plant. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was a good night. That was a good night.
What a night. Yeah, we just talked for I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it might have been close to an hour, but I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just outside
yeah,
I
remember telling Kurt my life plans and all that. Yeah, that was deep talk.
Yeah,
it's a deep.
Yeah, and that's when I realized that Kurt is pretty cool. Pretty cool dude.
He is and was very cool.
Yep.
No, that first night was just terrible.
Yeah. Little
landed
Mexican knocking on the door at 3 a.m. Come get your bags. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to sleep. We gotta get up at 6 a.m. for practice. Come on.
Remember, I'm gonna back all the way up here and just be brief here. But Baltimore Airport, we're thinking, okay, one more flight left. We've been up since 6. One more flight left. We'll get there. Then we get on the flight. They're like, oh, by the way, we're making a pit stop in Atlanta. And I knew that wasn't because Atlanta is actually like the busiest airport in the world. So I knew that was going to be like, we're going to lose like 2 hours sitting on the tarmac. We do. Finally, we land in Orlando. It's like, oh, we're here. Get into the airport. And then it's like another 45 minutes before we're out of the airport after we get all our bags. And we get on the bus. Then that's another 40-minute drive to the resort.
Yeah.
We get to the resort. Oh, your rooms aren't ready. Let's chill in the lobby for an hour, and then let's go buy these mugs for $20. Like, why?
Hey, unlimited drinks all week, man.
I still have mine.
I left mine in the room.
Wait, I'm gonna go get it.
Why would you leave it?
Because I didn't have any room in my bag, and I was like, I don't need a souvenir. I'm fine. I don't need this thing.
Oh man, Ricky.
Yep, this is it
You
right
have
here.
it right there. Yep.
$20 for this
$20
refillable
for that.
cup. Look at the layer of dust building up on it.
I also have in this box of sentimental items where I found the picture, the bands that were on our list.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact: I actually used my band as a doorstop. I stuck it under my door to hold my door open.
That's funny. These things, remember these things?
Yes.
They were dope. You just scan it,
right
boom, it charges your card, and
oh
yeah.
No, we didn't have it do the cards because they couldn't get that
right.
figured out. So we got gift cards or something.
Yeah. I think I had that gift card in here too somewhere.
I definitely threw that away.
I remember I finished my gift card off at Walmart. We bought mini golf clubs with
Yes. Yeah, Jacob's party or whatever.
Right, yeah. When we came back, yeah.
And the big boxing gloves, the blow up boxing gloves.
There's the card right there. The old Visa.
Yep, that's it.
We're uncovering so many memories.
Is there anything on that? Is it expired?
It started with $295.
It's not
That's
bad.
a lot. We raised some money.
There might be still some on there. Might not want to show that to the camera.
There isn't. Okay.
call the number right now, Ricky. Get the balance.
I think I remember maxing it out at Bradley's
Oh.
here in town on the way back, or after we got back. But
Good idea.
anyway, we go to the resort. Another 2 hours before we get in the room, and then they're like, "Oh, by the way, you're not going to get your bags. Might not be there." And we're like, "They'll be there. They'll be there."
Yeah, we're just gonna sleep in the
Nope.
clothes we wore all day.
Our carry-ons. They did tell us to to pack like clothes to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully, I did.
Yeah, they did.
And toiletries. But like, and then Kurt knocks on our door when we're ready to go to sleep. Team Bong, let's go get the bags. They're here. We get there, they're not there. It's just an empty lobby again, and we sit there for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. All right, let's go back. Hour later, after everyone's asleep, Mexican dude at the door, throwing in the bags.
Yeah,
And then
I remember
ahead.
opening the door. So sleeping in my underwear, stand up, don't bother getting dressed. I figure it's probably Kenny or Kurt. Open the door, a little Mexican dude. I was like, oh shit. He's got like this huge pile of bags because we had all the bats, the helmets, we
Yeah.
had everything in our room.
I was just about to say they throw in these 350-pound bags. Like, what
Yeah.
are these? Why do we need these? This is equipment. Why are they? in
Yeah, I
our
was like,
room?
this isn't ours. Like, I figured
And
that
then-
would go to the coach's room, but nope.
And then they're like, yeah, by the way, you're carrying these things around all week long.
Wait, that stuff stayed in your room all week?
Yes.
Yeah,
What?
we brought it back to our room.
I didn't even
had
know
no- We had absolutely no space in that room.
that.
Not to mention Mitchell and Colby were pretty messy. Well, mostly Colby.
I'll have to send you some videos in, but I
yeah.
got some good videos from our
Yeah.
experience.
With Colby, I think I remember there's one of him singing in the shower. Rapping in the shower, I should say, probably.
There's another
We,
one of him in the shower that it's not
that we don't have anymore because Colby made us delete it.
Yeah, with the threat of telling people, and then we could get we could have gotten kicked out of college, Nate, for all we know if that thing ever
No.
came to light.
Oh. Maybe it's
No,
not a good spot to
it's
say on
nothing.
the podcast then.
It was nothing compared to what other people in other rooms were doing. I'll just say that.
It wasn't even bad. We just
No, just Colby was fed up with us picking at him, which we did kind of pick at him a lot that week, but
he makes it easy. He makes it easy.
he does.
Do
Do you remember?
Listen, Colby, I love you. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I think
Do
I
you guys remember?
and then
what?
I know what you're referring to as not as bad as what was going on in.
Oh
other
yeah, the other
rooms.
weird stuff that. Yeah. No, do you remember the
Yeah.
Civil War that almost broke out when Dakota got made fun of? Actually, not even made fun of. We just questioned why he didn't go on the ride.
Oh yeah.
And he got so angry.
Yeah, I didn't go on the ride either. The
The Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. Yeah, we got free ice cream. Jolene
Yeah, you
paid for our ice cream.
Wow.
So suck it.
The Tower of
I don't
Terror
care. Tower of Terror is worth it.
Yeah.
The ice cream
No,
was pretty good.
The experience was better than the ice cream.
Yeah.
No,
it
we
was.
had a good talk sitting on the bottom,
That-
watching you guys fall from the sky.
It was confusing, that building, because I don't know.
It was.
Like, I didn't know
Yeah.
where I was, and then all of a sudden you're in this
Yeah.
basement, but you're probably actually like 5 stories
50
up.
stories. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you get in,
Disney's crazy.
you sit down in this elevator thing, you go up, and then you're down.
I remember. Do you remember Animal Kingdom, Ian? When we're walking around, and this was like the second day in, and I hadn't slept in like a day, and I was like ready to fall asleep. I could have fallen asleep anywhere if I'd have just stopped walking. And we found these gorillas. I think they were like gorillas, and you were like, "Come here." You're like, and Mike Boone is standing right there. He's like, "Yeah, that'll get him to come over." Yeah, that'll get him to. You're like, "Come here."
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't, but I can 100%
definitely-
say I did it though.
That definitely sounds like something you would
Yeah.
do.
Nate, do you remember in Animal Kingdom? We're in the line for Everest, and even with our fast passes, it's like a 40-minute wait going through that line. And you were like, "Hey Cole, did you ever figure out that STD?"
Yeah,
Screamed.
I remember that. That used to be a thing. We would always ask each other like embarrassing
that
questions that had nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
Rash
Yeah.
figured out. Yeah.
You get that rash figured out?
And Mike was like, "Nate, no, we can, Nate, don't."
Mike.
Yeah, all the people would just like look around like, what in the hell?
What a great guy.
We thought we owned the place.
Yeah, we did. Well, necessarily no, because unfortunately, it didn't really bother us at all. But the softball team went, which was not supposed to happen because they skipped their scheduled year,
Right.
and then they
Yeah.
went at the same time as us.
And for some reason, the softball coach, I won't say his name, but was so uptight about there being the baseball team there that something was bad was going to happen. Like they dodged it. Like we rarely ever saw them, even though they were on the same like floor and same end of the condo as us.
I think they're I think they were the floor above us,
No, they
weren't
were
they?
right next to us. I think
They were down
Oh,
on the
really?
floor. I think Caribou was above us. Caribou softball team was there that year.
No, yeah, they were.
Yeah, but
right
we
on
like
the
never
floor,
saw
right
them.
with us.
Yeah, we absolutely never saw them ever. I think we took a picture. They came to a game and we took a picture with them.
Yeah.
But
And how about them? How about them getting a 3-hour flight and us getting stuck with a 15-hour
They
flight?
flew from Presque Isle.
my mom booked their trip actually.
Oh.
But she wasn't asked to book our trip, so someone else booked it. And they flew to Presque Isle. We had to drive to Portland.
Yeah.
And then drive back.
That was a long drive.
We drove to Augusta actually first.
Right.
Went to Red Robin, or is that right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's where our first hotel was, right?
Did Derek pay for our meal there at Red Robin?
Someone
I think he
paid for
did.
it because it wasn't supposed to
He paid
happen.
for our meal. No,
It was the
and we
school,
were
maybe.
really okay.
Yeah.
But
I
either
remember
way, we were like that.
We had to pay the school back though, because they did pay for like our hotel room that we weren't supposed to.
Oh, I never paid that back.
Yes, you did.
I never paid that
Yes,
back.
you did. It was like $20. You definitely did, or else you probably wouldn't have graduated if you didn't.
I don't know. Maybe I did pay it back. Maybe I never paid. I think there was something I didn't pay back. It might have been the T-shirts. I think Bethany bought the T-shirts. No, I paid that back because it was Bethany.
Yeah. Oh
No,
yeah.
there was something I paid back, but yeah. What a week!
Yeah.
What a memorable week!
It was. It was a memorable week.
Worst experience, Rick. Worst experience at Florida.
At Florida?
In Florida, yep.
Probably the water park and then the sunburns that followed it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Water park.
Water park. Everybody burnt so bad. The
Mitchell-
bubbling ears.
Yep.
And then it
Mitchell,
just downpoured.
Mitchell was the
Everyone was
luckiest guy that day, and he had heat stroke, and he lucked out.
Hey,
I'm telling you,
I think
it was that bad.
that was a good day until the rain happened.
Yeah,
The water park was terrible, Ian.
No,
it was pretty bad.
The water
It was
park
pretty
was
bad.
fine.
No good rides at all.
There was like 3 rides.
It was not a good water park, but it was a good day.
Okay.
There was like 3 rides and then the wake pool.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, the wave pool was the most entertaining thing.
Wasn't it like us 3 and Mike? We went on like this.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you got
Mike
this
kept
big tube
Yes.
thing, and you all face each other,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we
Yeah, I remember that
slowly
now.
go up
Yeah.
the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember going on some rides with Zach Fletcher, and that's when he gave me a life lesson that changed my life.
Really?
But I can't say that
Oh.
on the podcast. But
Oh, I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah, Ricky. After we wrap this up, you're gonna have to tell us.
okay, all right, yeah, I'll do that off air.
Okay.
But no, the water park was terrible, honestly. And then we were all on the beach at the end, just ready to go.
And then
And we were waiting for who was it that was gone? That wasn't we were waiting for.
I don't know.
I think it was Sam and Sam Bollier, I think.
It wasn't Colby though. I know Colby was there. I think. It
No,
might have been.
Someone thought they
remember-
lost their phone.
I remember
right?
I interacted. with
Oh,
Colby.
probably what's her face? Manager.
Oh,
Megan?
It might have been.
No,
one of
no,
the
no,
managers.
no.
Kristen,
No,
Emily.
Casey.
Casey.
Oh, Casey,
It's probably.
yes.
Yeah, I think it was Casey. I think it was
She also
Casey.
lost her card. She lost what else? Did she lose at Magic Kingdom? Did she lose her card?
I think so. Yeah,
Like $300 on it? Yeah.
She found it.
yeah, and she had to borrow some from Jolene. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, someone thought they lost their phone, but then we found it under a pile of clothes while we were all huddled around an umbrella because it was downpouring because
Yeah.
we were waiting for people.
Listen.
Yeah.
I am still. You've heard it before. I'm still baffled by the ice cream on top of the funnel cake. It just blew me away.
Wait,
It-
fried dough?
Yeah, fried dough, the ice cream on top of it. It
Really?
Like
I-
an extra few bucks, but it was great. But then it started to rain, so it kind of melted. So I didn't get to fully experience
Oh
it.
man,
I loved
Dang,
it.
I
though.
wish I had some of that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I loved it.
That sounds nice right about now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that does.
it does.
No, that water park day was horrible, and the sunburns. Everyone was burnt. Everyone, and I was applying every 15 minutes because I had a bad sunburn before, and I knew if I had another one that it wasn't good for me when I'm 60 years old and get melanoma.
Yeah,
But
that's where the memes came out.
I had the least severe of anyone's because mine didn't blister, I don't think, or peel.
Yeah,
It might have
I remember that was that the day that I got the really bad sunburn, and then I had you put aloe on my back.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember you were like laying face down in the bed. It was like
Yep.
8 o'clock at night, but you were just exhausted, and you were in so much pain. And I just fatherly instincts kicked in. I was just like, Nate, you want me to get the aloe and rub it on your back?
Yeah, and then there was the one where I was brushing my teeth. The same night, I'm pretty sure. Brushing my teeth, and you just walked in and started rubbing aloe on my shoulders. I have a video of that one.
The sunburn was so bad, and I can still feel it. I can just imagine the feeling, and I can feel it. The bed sheets were getting stuck on your back.
Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah, and then then I started peeling and like shedding when I got home.
Yeah.
I'd be laying in bed, wake up, and there'd be like white flakes of skin everywhere.
I've been there.
Worst sunburn ever.
Everyone just had such bad sunburns. No,
Yeah.
that Florida sun's no joke.
No,
It is no joke.
it's pretty humid too. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Make you sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
The baseball itself, those games were always the hottest days too.
yeah. I feel like
We
though,
had double header when I was 95.
when we think about the Florida trip, we don't really think about baseball though.
Not at all.
No, not one
Not
bit.
at all.
No,
I don't even remember
I don't
half
remember
the
a single
games.
thing that happened, honestly.
Cole turned to triple play, I think.
Oh, yeah.
In our last
That
Brave
did-
Stadium.
that
I
did happen.
remember playing outfield. I played all 3 outfield positions at one point, but it was like the last inning of every game at the Brave Stadium. I had one at bat. I walked. And then when we beat that team from Connecticut or whatever, O'Lory was there.
Yep, I remember that.
That was the day
Then
after
there's
I walked.
the plane, the duster plane up in the sky, spelling "I love Jesus," and we were like
Yeah.
trying to guess what it said.
God loves you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
that was that day.
Speaking of O'Lory, I know Frank and Saul have some good stories they were telling me about O'Lory the other day at the baseball game. Pretty funny
Wait,
stuff.
I
Pretty funny
forgot
stuff.
Frank when I was naming all the guests.
You did?
So Frank,
I
I
thought
forgot.
you said
I
Frank.
thought you said Frank too.
Yeah,
I thought I
I
forgot
think
him.
so.
Okay, good. I didn't forget him. Okay,
Unless you did.
I have to go back and
I
listen.
didn't forget him now.
Yeah. But
Right.
Florida, man. What a time.
Yeah,
What a time.
Craziest week of
I almost passed out a few games back there behind the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get much relief because Tori had a bum knee or whatever.
my life. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I could have caught it. I guess we just didn't know it yet.
I remember there was another stupid
Yeah.
play when.
Yeah, we'll come back to that later again.
Yeah.
There was a stupid play where I think Ty was playing first and caught a hard line drive, and the runner was stealing or something, or he was way off the bag, the runner on first, and Ty tried to tag the runner instead of tagging the bag, and the runner got back in time, and Kenny had a cow.
Yeah,
So he didn't know what to do. That's just a memory that popped up. There's really not many other specific memories I have. I remember Andrew missing one through the legs, giving up runs in the first inning.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Colby had a bunch of those too. That was,
Cole didn't play the field like at all.
I think he did.
Did he?
I think he played third at least one
Could-
game.
He played third, really? They put him in
Yeah,
at
I'm pretty
third?
sure. Because the coach was giving Dakota relief. It was one of the days we had a doubleheader.
Oh. Yeah. Yep. Craziest week of my life, hands down.
So anyway,
Yeah.
back to Ian catching.
Yeah.
But
I remember one game. It wasn't in Florida. It was back home. And
JV against Holton, right?
yep. He threw you catching, threw me out. What was I, center?
Left field, I was in center.
Left field. Yep.
Zach
I
was
was
at
left field. I remember
Zach was
Ian.
at second.
I remember Ian. You said your legs were hurting so bad that you started like standing up. So you were like half squat, like
I
straight
can't believe
leg.
that. We're before the game, and Ben and you were like, "Coach, got a catch," and Ben was like, "Yeah," and we're like, "What?" Put everyone in bad positions. Like, I was the only one that wanted to still play center because I don't know why. I just wanted to play center. That was the game that Holton came up with nicknames for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Mitchell was Humpty Dumpty, most notably.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Riley was Popeyes, I think, and Zach was Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
I did throw a kid out at third to end the inning though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 We lost
do
that game.
remember-
I think it was their
I do
social.
remember throwing a cannon from left field to home and pulling my back and like.
Yes. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, you all arm. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that because I was standing right next to you. Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and then that Caribou game, I had Blake Inman pitching. I know
Oh,
you've talked
yeah.
about it a little bit, but
Yeah.
I remember being on first base and one of the batters that was on first base, one of the runners, he was like, "Doesn't that kid work at like Burger King or Burger Boy or something?" Because back in the day, Blake used to work at Burger Boy,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I
That's
was
funny.
like, "Yeah," and so he started calling him Burger Boy, like while he was pitching.
when Corey Herbert, I was playing third. Corey Herbert got to third base, and their like worst player, like way worse than Blake, stepped up to the box, and Corey looked at me and he was like, "Yo, manager versus manager." You're right, man.
Do you remember the outcome of that? Was that the kid Blake struck out?
I don't remember. I
I know he did.
Probably, and we got like so hyped for him.
Yeah, we did. And I remember Mr. White was watching, and he was like shaking his head. I was like,
Yeah,
"Shame
he was
on
like
us.
not impressed at
Sorry.
all.
Yeah.
Sorry for having fun."
The game
Mr.
was
White.
over.
Yeah.
We were down like 20, and
What was,
we had to
yeah,
go
what was it
back
like
out
30
for
to
another
30
one.
to like 5 or something?
Yeah, supposedly they changed the mercy rule or whatever. The mercy
Yeah,
rule
that's a
rules or
That's a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
bullshit.
I think that's how it started. Ben was like, "Well, isn't this a mercy?" And then Bob said no. So then we
Gotta play another inning. All right.
Kieran
Well, we'll
thought
put
it
our
was
work.
too late. I
yeah,
just
when
shaking
Ricky had
hands.
what was it, 19 batters in one inning?
Even though
I
we
had-
should have had 3,
that was-
maybe 4.
That was rough. That was
I had a
rough.
50 pitch inning because Bob Stett couldn't give me a friggin' break.
I remember that because someone threw it over to first. I clearly got him out. He just says safe. So I'm just standing there baffled. I'm like, did I pull my foot? Like, what just happened? Because he didn't give like the sign. So I'm like, I didn't pull my foot.
Right,
So
because
what
it
just
was a pickoff move. Was it a pickoff move?
No, it was just like a ground ball, I think.
Oh.
This first base.
I remember picking
Or-
someone off when I pitched in that game. But you probably were in center at that time, Ian.
No, because you weren't. I wasn't in center when you were pitching. Because we were.
Oh, you weren't?
Because I think we were still trying it. We
Oh,
were trying until
yeah, we were gonna
the
try.
mercy-
Yeah,
the unofficial mercy rule.
right. No, I remember I picked 1 or 2 guys off in that game, and they were like, "Is that a balk?" And Jeff Crocodile, who was up in the field, he was like, "No, his foot's coming off the rubber. It's not a balk." So
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
any excuse, right?
I felt like a savage. I was like, I got a better pickoff move than any real pitcher in this game, and I'm not a pitcher.
And I'm a center fielder. Yeah.
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 I remember straight. It was a full count. They had already scored like 10 runs in the inning. Full count, bases loaded, 2 outs. I put one right down the pipe, like right down the middle, and I start trotting off. And Bob Stett's like, "Ball 4, take your base." And
Yeah,
I was
I
already.
remember that.
Yeah.
And yep.
You held it
Right
there.
right down the middle, held it there. He said ball, and I was like,
What?
and he's like, "Come on, catch." And I was like, "What the?"
No, you.
Yeah, that was a
I
bad
was
game.
already at the third baseline, and I look right at Ben, and I'm just like, "Come on, man."
Yeah.
And I faced probably another 10 batters before I got out of it, but that
Horrible.
was a miserable thing. JV memories. There's a lot of JV memories too. We could sit here all night, honestly.
Yeah, we could. We definitely could.
Yeah, good
times.
good JV memories.
Good times. Remember? I don't know if you guys remember. I know Ethan Cassidy might remember. He was pitching, and I was at first, and Corey Herbert was hitting. That's all you need
Yes.
to know, I think.
Yes, I remember. Go ahead.
Okay.
Say it.
Yeah. So he just hits it's a horrible hit. I mean, straight up in between pitching mound and first base. Not what you want to do with a baseball if you're hitting, honestly.
Mhm.
And so we're both going for it, and then someone says I got it, so we both back off because we're good. You listen. I mean, you're playing.
Right.
You listen. If someone calls it off, you let him have it. You trust him.
Yep.
And then you drop, and you just look at me smiling, running down to first or whatever. No one's there. Me and Ethan just look at each other, and then the ump's like, "No, he's out."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad the ump.
Yeah,
picked up on
I
that.
think it was Brad Alla. I think was the ump that time.
Yeah, was that the
Got it right.
Was that the
Yeah.
game that there was one ump to start the game?
I don't know. Maybe
I remember that.
Probably.
that happens. That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
It was just the guy behind home plate.
No, I remember. Was that? So that was your junior year again. So that was my sophomore year. Okay. Because there was something that happened in Caribou too, my junior year, when neither of you guys were there. I guess I shouldn't even tell it, but it was so bad that Ben looked right at Jackson the next inning and was like, Jackson, next time he's up, you hit him on the first pitch. It got that bad. No, I can't. I won't say the name of the kid.
Okay, I think I know who it is.
Yeah, it wasn't Corey.
Yeah, it's the other one.
No, it always got bad. Yeah, yes, Ian. It always got bad in Caribou for some reason. Something always happened.
Yeah, I hope they play in our baseball league.
I hope so too. Yeah. We'll probably end up on some of our teams. We'll have to get along with them, but
depends on who signs up. Depends on who signs up, honestly.
I'm sure they will.
Well, also,
they'll catch wind of it.
Also, Ricky, we're gonna be. Yeah, never mind. I'll leave that part out.
No, say it.
Okay, what?
Well, we are gonna be. Me and you will be helping make the roster, so if we don't want to be on a team with someone, we can probably just say that.
Oh boy.
True.
Corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll be fair about it.
Oh no.
We're good guys.
I'll slip you a 20, Rick. I'll slip you a 20.
Yeah. Nate, you're playing, right?
Oh yeah.
How's the leg?
So
Obviously.
you guys won't
Good.
be on the same team.
I got my final appointment on Monday, so
Oh, congrats.
Aren't you getting a surgery to get that rod out?
possibly, depending on what they say.
Well,
Remember how at football, or no, were you there, Ian, when Nate came to football? Oh, okay. Well, there's like a rod in his leg that was.
Yeah, it was like poking into my foot, so it really messed me up. And so I went to the doctor, and they were like, I think it's broken, and I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So they made me get X-rays, and they were like, nope, it's not broken.
Really?
Go to your surgeon or whatever. So they scheduled me an appointment there. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's anything else we could keep talking about unless you guys think of anything.
No. Nothing really sticks out right now unless Nate thinks Nate's got something maybe.
I mean, we really could go all night on JV baseball, but
could. Maybe it's time to move on.
We don't have any segments prepared after this, Ian, do we?
Yeah, we do. We got
we do?
trivia at least, Ricky.
Before we move on,
but we can't just go without trivia, Ricky, can we?
Go ahead, Ian. Go ahead, Nate.
Before we move on, I don't know if Ben Buckley listens to the stream, but I would like to thank you, Ben Buckley, for yelling at me lots of times.
Yeah, you were his
very,
little guy,
very
right?
aggressively. Made me a better man.
There's a lot to thank Ben Buckley for.
Yeah.
Yep.
There is a lot to thank him for.
Great coach.
Yep.
Underrated coach.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, I don't have a question prepared.
Should we do it and skip trivia, Ricky?
You can't skip trivia.
Okay.
I'll think of a question for Ricky real quick. Hey, while we wait though, who's your greatest number 4 of all time between the sports, Ricky? We had it leading up to this. I think it's time.
I didn't think about it a bit. I remember the names though. Brett Favre, Lou Gehrig, Charles Barkley, and Bobby Orr, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So am I going to rank them top to bottom?
No, you just give us the number 1. Ranking that would be hard.
I would put Charles Barkley at the 4. I'd put Bobby Orr at 3. I'm going to go Brett Favre, number 1. I'm a huge Brett Favre guy. I appreciate everything that he did when he was in the league. Lou Gehrig, I know it's kind of disrespect to the guy who died tragically so young, but I think Brett Favre in this case is the better number 4.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to go with.
I can see that. All right, Ricky, I've got your question here. What is the longest home run David Ortiz has ever hit? What's the distance on that?
Was it at Fenway?
I'm not sure. Nope, it wasn't, actually. It was at the
I'm gonna
Tokyo
guess-
Dome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that. I'm going to guess 480-ish?
No. Do you want it?
Longer than that?
Yeah.
I'm going to go, was it 500? Was it over 500? 505?
Nope.
501?
Nope.
502?
Nope.
500?
No. No. We're gonna be here a while, maybe.
510?
520.
Nope.
515?
Nope.
520?
No.
No, I'm too high, aren't
Yeah.
I? Okay. 507?
No.
508?
Nope. You want me to just tell you?
506?
No.
513?
No.
512?
No.
511?
No.
50?
No.
What have I guessed? It's not 500?
It's 514 feet.
Holy,
Yeah.
that's a bomb.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That must have been in 08 when they played, they opened up the season at the Tokyo Dome in 08.
It was. It doesn't say. It was against the Japan Stars.
Oh, so was it even in the MLB?
No.
That's a
Oh.
stupid question.
I'm not sure. Sorry, Ricky. Jeez.
It's a trick question, is what it is.
So if it was in an MLB game, you would have gotten it right, you think?
No, I wouldn't have gotten it right. Okay, here's your question, Ian. I just thought of it.
Okay.
How many home runs did Babe Ruth end up with in his career?
Okay. 613.
Nope.
647.
I'm gonna go to you. Guess it here. Okay, no, higher,
679.
higher,
681.
higher.
Is it in the 700s?
Yes,
705.
higher,
712.
higher,
721.
lower,
717.
lower,
715.
lower,
712. Already said that.
higher,
713.
higher.
14.
Yes,
714 home runs. Did I say
'Cause Hank-
614?
he said 613.
Ah, so I was
Because Hank Aaron ended up, of course, his record-breaking home run was 715.
Oh, yeah.
So that's when he passed Babe Ruth.
Right.
So there you go. There's your trivia question.
Yeah. Trivia.
Is that all we had?
I think that's all
Or do
we
we
have.
have?
Nothing
Yeah,
happened during the week.
because
I
we
guess.
filmed the other one on Monday.
We can
So-
just well, you won't be able to see, it's going to be backwards, but you can if you play baseball, come sign up for the Rustic Men's Baseball League. Come play some baseball this summer. 16 game
Absolutely.
season.
Absolutely.
Plus,
It's gonna be a blast.
plus postseason. Yes, it will be.
All right. So that concludes episode 12 of a sports podcast with special guest Nate Willett. It was a great time, Nate. We could talk all like you said, we could talk all night about memories
It's been an honor.
between Florida, Buck Farms, JV baseball, a lot of stuff. Thank you guys for listening. The finale next week, episode 13, the season finale. It's going to be good. Big trivia game between a lot of guys. So thank you guys for listening to a sports podcast.